Imagine someone offers you two gifts. The first is a tiny box containing one perfectly crafted luxury chocolate. The second is a large box filled with 10 average chocolates. Which one feels more special? Strange as it sounds, many people instinctively value the single chocolate more, even when the larger box is objectively worth much more. Your brain doesn't always judge value by numbers. Sometimes, less actually feels like more. This psychological phenomenon is known as the less is better effect, and it quietly influences your shopping habits, relationships, career decisions, and even your happiness. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your mind keeps falling for this illusion, and how recognizing it can help you make smarter choices every day. What exactly is the less is better effect? Imagine you're buying a gift. Option A is a beautiful handmade notebook with 80 premium quality pages. Option B is a thicker notebook with 200 pages, but the paper feels cheap, the cover bends easily, and it just doesn't look impressive. Even if the second notebook offers far more value, many people immediately prefer the first one. Why? Because our brains often evaluate things based on the most noticeable feature instead of the total package. Psychologists call this the less is better effect. When items are judged individually instead of side by side, people often choose the option that looks better, even if it's objectively worth less. Our minds simplify decisions by focusing on quality signals rather than doing careful calculations. It's a mental shortcut, fast, efficient, and surprisingly inaccurate. Think about your own life. Have you ever bought the smaller dessert because it looked more elegant, or picked the simpler product because it felt premium? If so, you've already experienced this effect without realizing it. Your brain is constantly trying to save energy. Every day you're flooded with thousands of decisions. Comparing every detail would be exhausting. So instead, your mind relies on quick impressions. Researchers have found that when evaluating something in isolation, people naturally focus on what's easiest to judge. Quality is easier to judge than quantity. Presentation is easier than calculation. Appearance is easier than statistics. Imagine two smartphones. One has fewer features but feels incredibly smooth, beautifully designed, and premium. The other has twice the specifications but feels cluttered and confusing. Many buyers instantly feel more attracted to the first one, not because it's objectively better, but because it creates a stronger emotional impression. This isn't irrational. It's simply how human judgment evolved. For most of history, quick decisions helped us survive. Today, those same shortcuts influence nearly every purchase we make. Have you noticed how luxury brands rarely overload their products? Minimal packaging, clean designs, few colors, simple logos. Everything whispers exclusivity instead of shouting value. Meanwhile, discount stores often advertise things like 50% extra, now with 20 bonus items, huge family pack. Ironically, bigger numbers don't always create stronger desire. Sometimes they make products feel cheaper. This is why a small jewelry box can feel more valuable than a large plastic container full of accessories. It's why expensive restaurants serve tiny portions on enormous plates. It's why limited editions feel more desirable than mass-produced items. The product hasn't necessarily changed. Your perception has. Next time you're shopping, ask yourself, do I actually prefer this? Or does it simply look more valuable? That single question can save you money. The effect doesn't stop at money. The less is better effect shapes relationships too. Imagine two friends. One sends you long messages every single day. The other rarely texts. But whenever they do, they genuinely listen, remember details, and make you feel important. Which friendship feels more meaningful? For many people, it's the second one. Not because there's more interaction, but because the interaction feels higher in quality. The same applies to compliments. 100 generic compliments mean very little. One sincere compliment at exactly the right moment can stay with you for years. Sometimes we chase quantity when what we truly crave is significance. More conversations, more followers, more likes, more attention. But deeper experiences often matter far more than larger numbers. Your brain remembers emotional intensity, not just frequency. Imagine a teacher giving rewards to students. One student receives 20 ordinary stickers. Another receives one beautifully designed gold sticker labeled outstanding. Objectively, 20 stickers are worth more. Yet many children treasure the single special sticker far longer. Why? Because rarity changes perception. The reward feels intentional, exclusive, meaningful. Adults aren't much different. Think about job titles. Sometimes a smaller salary with greater respect feels more rewarding than a bigger paycheck in a job that makes you miserable. Or consider vacations. A short weekend spent creating unforgettable memories often becomes more meaningful than 2 weeks filled with stress and constant planning. The value wasn't measured by size, it was measured by experience, when less becomes dangerous. Here's where things get interesting. Companies know this bias exists, and many use it brilliantly. Luxury marketing often removes unnecessary features. Restaurants reduce menu choices. Streaming services highlight only a handful of recommendations. Apps simplify interfaces. All of this makes products feel more valuable. But sometimes, the illusion hides reality. A beautifully packaged product can still be low quality. A minimalist website can still offer poor service. An expensive watch isn't automatically better because it comes in a heavier box. Your brain loves attractive signals. Reality doesn't always match them. That's why slowing down before making important decisions is one of the best psychological defenses you can build. How to outsmart the bias. So how do you stop falling for the less is better effect? Start by separating appearance from actual value. Before buying something, ask, if I removed the packaging, would I still want this? When choosing between two options, compare them side by side instead of evaluating them separately. Our brains become much more rational when comparisons are direct. Also ask yourself, what am I really paying for? Quality, convenience, status, emotion, or simply clever presentation? These questions force your analytical brain to join the conversation instead of letting your intuition make every decision. Ironically, understanding this bias doesn't eliminate it completely. Even psychologists experience it. But awareness gives you a chance to pause before reacting automatically. The bigger lesson. The less is better effect teaches something much deeper than consumer psychology. It reveals that our happiness often isn't determined by how much we have. It's determined by how we perceive what we have. A smaller home filled with warmth can feel richer than a mansion filled with loneliness. A few genuine friends can bring more joy than hundreds of shallow connections. One unforgettable experience can outweigh dozens of ordinary days. Our brains naturally search for meaning, not just quantity. Maybe that's why minimalism has become so appealing. Not because less is always better, but because removing the unnecessary makes the meaningful easier to see. The real question isn't, how much do I have? It's, what actually adds value to my life? So the next time something instantly feels more valuable because it's smaller, rarer, simpler, or more elegant, pause for a second. Ask yourself whether you're seeing true value or simply the way your brain has been wired to judge it. Because sometimes less really is better, but sometimes it's only the illusion of better. And learning the difference might change the way you shop, work, build relationships, and even define success. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. What's one time you realized you paid more attention to appearance than actual value? And if you enjoy exploring the hidden psychology behind everyday decisions, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more.